Yo,
Yo.
welcome back. It's Tuesday, and it's been a long weekend. It is episode 17 of the Radical Souls podcast. I'm Daniel.
I'm Chris.
I'm Ethan. And for all you sneakerheads and sports heads, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on this video.
Yeah, we got some sneaker reviews coming up. We're just trying to make sure everybody's schedule on time, make sure we got the right sneakers, get his shipments and stuff. So we're like, yo, let's get a good episode in. And we got the fantasy episode coming tomorrow where we're gonna bring on Kenny, talk to him a little bit about our matchup, and y'all can hear more about that on there.
Yep. Kind of excited for that. It's gonna be a fun episode.
Thanks.
So, yo, college football news broke. We gotta talk about that. That might really just change college football as a whole if this happens to be what we think it is. Talk about some NBA playoffs. Where by the time this episode comes out, we'll definitely see the fate of Lakers Nuggets. See what happens there. We're going to be talking about the NFL weekend. We had somebody here that had some crazy picks and it worked out for him, and he ended up doing very, very good. Somebody else had some questionable picks, which we're going to ask him about them.
That's crazy, Dan. You can talk about yourself like that? Man.
We'll see in a few. Talk about who. And we're going to bring up baseball because playoffs about to come. Yankees already clinched, and the Mets have a long destiny ahead of them if they want to make it.
Oof.
We can close this off with Xbox versus PlayStation, since Xbox did their pre-orders today, and we did our PlayStation pre-orders last week.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. So, you guys saw that text I sent y'all. Notre Dame canceled Saturday's game against Wake Forest because 7 players had tested positive for COVID-19.
That is crazy. How do you think they got it?
I'm gonna assume it's the dirty ass school you go to, Chris. Am I right?
I'm gonna assume it's my dirty ass school too. Definitely gonna say they probably got him from the USF kids. So, good news, bad news about me going to school the rest of the semester. But that's not the topic of this podcast. Good news, bad news about college football. It was cool while it lasted. If this second week if this is just the tip of the iceberg of what's to come, hopefully this is the only one and only team. But I got a feeling it's not.
Yeah, once Notre Dame making some very uncomfortable calls right now. Like, yo, so we played y'all 2 weeks ago. Y'all gonna have to really quarantine out here.
Y'all got any players with some symptoms? Cause you know what I'm saying, we got it. But no, man, that's definitely gonna be a little odd to see, little weird to see coming up this week. So we'll see though. Hopefully,
that's the only school so far that's reported it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was gonna say hopefully it's just that.
Ethan, what you think if you were playing in college football right now? What you thinking? What's going through your head after you hear something like that?
I'm opting out. They're bugging. I'm not catching COVID off of just 1 week. Definitely not happening. No, I would just be out of there.
Yeah, there's a few star college players that opted out and just got ready for the draft.
Honestly, I would do the same thing, dog. There should be no I don't know. Like, I get the reasoning behind wanting to play college football. What happened?
It's not a bad choice to just.
Okay. No, I lagged in and out real quick. So.
But I was saying I get the kind of gist of wanting to play college football to make everything seem normal again, but shit ain't normal. We're still in the middle of the pandemic. There's still states that are really high. Like, in all reality of it, things aren't normal just yet. Like, we're almost there. We're at the end half of it, but we definitely aren't there to where college kids should be risking, for sake not only their lives, but the people around them, to play football.
And I was gonna add to what you were saying, Chris. The testing procedure is way different than for college. Apparently, like, you gotta pass like a certain level of tests and everything now, and you gotta they gotta check your blood work and everything. Like, now they're gonna do like a lot more because apparently the complications and stuff that are adding on to COVID is crazy.
So, and like I said last week, I mentioned it on the podcast last week, at least about USF, and look at that, they played Notre Dame. Literally, the COVID test was, do you have COVID? Yes or no? No. Do you have any symptoms? No. Have you been around? He has COVID. No. All right, 3 questions. You're good. Let's go. You're on campus. Like that's not efficient. Like it's not. That's not gonna work at all. Like they haven't like they've been now this week. I just got an email um, about random testing that they're gonna randomly test students that come onto campus that have had those interactions that they filled out the survey saying, yeah, I've gone to campus the past couple weeks. So I got selected as one of them that I have to randomly go in and get tested. But what the like that still is not efficient. Like there's already like let's say there's 20 people going times 10 classes. That's 200 students that are probably on campus. The rest of these kids are probably home. So you're saying out of those 200 to 1,000 students, you can't test more than let's say 50% of them. You're gonna just test the random 10 because literally, I want to say, I know maybe one other person that's getting a test out of there's so many people that I know at USF, which is like that's kind of ridiculous. I don't see that's efficient at all. But I'm not the school, so.
I mean, I don't know what's going on Willie Pete's campus. I'm there once every 2 weeks for one class, so.
But I feel like Willie P is a different story though because Willie P is like it's in a state that's already is controlled. Like it's not a completely
No, yeah, you
off
guys,
the end of the spectrum state,
especially because you guys are such a large school on top of all of that too. Like,
so we'll see though. Hopefully, Notre Dame is the only campus that has it, not everybody else. So.
Word. And I actually want to shift this now because we talked about COVID maybe having an impact at football, but who would have thought that we're sitting here and saying it's really the injuries that Chris was mentioning weeks ago when we heard the NFL was going to come back, and Chris even said it from jump. There's going to be mad injuries, and we saw Sunday some big names, like Christian McCaffrey with that ankle sprain out 3 to 6 weeks. Saquon Barkley out for the rest of the year, which we'll ask Chris about in a few. Torn ACL. Nick Bosa? Yeah, Nick Bosa torn ACL. The other dude, Thomas from the 49ers, torn ACL. Mostert with a sprained MCL. You got Brashad Perry. The list goes on and on. I'm not going to sit here because we're going to sit here and waste a whole episode talking about all the injuries. Just know that there was at least, I want to say probably added up to 70 total injuries between big players, small players, cramping, hamstrings, all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, not to say I said it, but I said it. I mean, how are these guys gonna go out there play full speed? If you've ever played football before, football is a very, very high contact sport. Like literally, you can't play football half-ass.
Bro.
You can, but that's what the preseason's for. That's what those exhibition games are for. That's what the kind of that's what those games are there for. That's what training camp is for. But once you go full on, it's regular season. You're going out there to hit somebody. Mistakes can't be made, dog. But they need it. I was telling Kenny, the one that's coming on tomorrow. I was like, they at least should have had at least 2 preseason games, just to figure out their offenses, figure out their playbooks. Just get in the flow of things before they go full speed.
Yeah. And worst case, you just put them in a dome for the championship games and the Super Bowls. Just have them play there.
Because, man, look at Christian McCaffrey. Just simple ankle injuries. Just guys that just haven't ran in a minute. That just haven't been hit in a while, bro. You're talking about, they haven't been full on hit by.
Like I said to you guys, we know that in practices they're not hitting each other full on.
No,
I'm
not
gonna.
Not.
If you're a defensive player and I'm an offensive player, you're not gonna light me up so you can take the risk of getting hurt or injure me, bro. And then we both ass out.
And even the opposite, they're hitting. Even if they're hitting them full on, they're hitting practice squad guys that didn't make the 40-minute the roster, and they couldn't. They're college dropouts that just still want to be playing, or they're old guys that are in the league that still don't want to give it up. Von Miller isn't hitting them, bro. It's some scrubs that are hitting them. So they're definitely not going to feel the same thing. So
yeah, especially when you got somebody like Jamal Adams coming around the edge and rocking you on a slant or something.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. So, but I mean, It's gonna continue to happen. This is gonna be a crazy year for not to think like this, but it's gonna be a crazy year for fantasy. Like the adding and dropping, you really got to be on top of your fantasy league this year. So
Yeah, and the season in general is going to be crazy because you got people like Drew Lock who just has an injured shoulder. They have to sign Blake Bortles for the next 3 to 6 weeks possibly. And it's only week 2.
That's a little crazy. How you feel about it, E?
There's way too many people out for the season. Not even like weeks. Like there's already 3 or 4 players already out for the season. So that
Yeah,
alone shows from week 2 to all the way week 13, you're done. Like it's scary to watch, and we're witnessing this within the past 2 weeks.
yeah. Like I saw this thing 'cause I was curious. I was like, let me see how many real injuries have gone on and how many. This is reported from somebody. I don't know who the hell they are. They don't got a lot of followers on Twitter, but I just saw this. I was like, all right, this sounds believable. So coming out of Sunday's action was still the Monday nighter left to play in NFL Week 2. There are a grand total of 246 players on team injury reports right now.
Wow.
So, like I said, don't take that fully because I don't know if it's a reliable source, but that sounds about right because just between the Jets and 49ers, I saw maybe like 10 injuries that game alone.
Yeah. So just to give you just a little bit more perspective, so obviously Saquon Barkley is done for the year with an ACL. Let's see.
There was another player, Bruce Irvin, from the Seahawks, torn ACL.
Cam Akers from the Rams, the running back, he's done for the rest of the season with broken ribs. Bro, they saying
that just happened then because they haven't reported that yet.
Yeah, it just
I deny that.
Hey, yeah, he'd say it was knocked out with the ribs. Rest of the let's see.
Jimmy Garoppolo had that high ankle sprain. God knows what's going on with him.
Anthony Barr, linebacker from the Vikings.
Yeah, tore his pec.
Yeah. Let's see.
Mike
Boone, concussion. Well, that's a concussion.
Yeah. No. The one that he says Sutton, he tore his ACL too.
Really?
From the wide receiver from the Broncos.
That's crazy.
And the number 2 receiver on the Colts, Campbell, he tore his PCL. That I was like, damn.
Nick Bosa. Let's see. Damn, that's crazy. That's a lot of injuries, man. That's just no good, dog.
And Ethan was still able to pick these games and go 14-2. Sir,
go through the picks. Go through the picks. How's it looking?
So I went 13-3. You went 10-6 because you had them upsets they looked reasonable, but they didn't work out.
What were my upsets?
You had the Giants beating the Bears, which it came down to the wire. You had the Vikings beating the Colts, which all 3 of us picked the Vikings, and none of us got that. You had the Lions upsetting the Packers, which I'm not even going to ask questions about.
Okay. Well, they had a really good game week 1, so I thought they were going to come off of that. And, because Jit dropped the pass, I thought it was going to be a good comeback, but I guessed wrong.
You guys had the team that can't recover onside kicks, the Falcons.
Yo, can we talk Falcons?
I heard mad people lost money betting on the Falcons.
Bro, can we talk Falcons?
Please.
I had a 6-game parlay. Guess what team didn't hit? The Falcons. The Falcons. And I wasn't even paying attention to this game because at halftime, it was some outrageous score, and I was like, you know what? Dallas ain't coming back. That's it. Whatever. I went to watch other football. Next thing you know, I look, and it's like a 3-point game with like a minute left, and they're kicking an onside kick. And I was like, all right, it's an onside kick. They're probably not going to get it. No, they're all like, the guy kicks the onside kick, and they're all staring at it. They're all just looking at the ball like, all right, it's gonna get to the 40, it's gonna get to the 40, it's gonna get to the 40, it's gonna get to oh shit, it's at the 40, and we gotta get it. Bro, none of them jump on the ball.
So
I'm like, yo.
They talked about that on ESPN. You can actually touch the ball when it's between the 5 and 10 yards that it has to go.
You can. You just have to secure it.
It's the other team that can't touch it until it's 10 yards.
And I'm like, yo, what do you guys look? Like, they're all just looking at it. Like, all right, we're just going to look at it. All right, it's to the 40. Now let's jump. Like, no. The only thing is you can't touch it and then let it go because then it just becomes
it's a live ball right there.
You could jump on it. I was like, wow, that is such bullshit, dog. That pissed me off. But next,
You got the Washington football team upsetting the Cardinals.
okay. Well, Washington also came off week 1 really hot. I thought they were gonna come off.
That's kind of reasonable because the Cardinals are still like we saw what they were last year, and it's kind of like still a little unbelievable where they're at right now.
It is. They're 2-0 now, right?
They're killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had the Pats upsetting the Seahawks, which came down literally to the last play.
Yep.
Cam Newton.
The predictable Cam Newton with the QB draw for like the 20th time that he's gonna do it. Like, all right. So.
And then you had me and you both had the Saints beating the Raiders, and Ethan picked the Raiders beating the Saints for God knows what reason. And I actually want to hear E's reasoning on that.
Please give it to me.
Look, Mike Thomas is out, so all you have to defend is Alvin Kamara because Emmanuel Sanders had a donut. He had no receptions, I think like 2 targets, and then you got Josh Jacobs on the other side just killing them. I think Darren Waller had like 2 tugs on him, and their tight end alone just killed the Saints. Like they were just on a mission.
Did.
So I don't know why Mike Thomas is a big difference, but it was bad.
No, his presence is definitely felt. But I had Waller on my fantasy. I could tell you in 2 seconds how many points he put up, and it was a lot. I can tell you that.
Yeah, you know that stat line.
He was killing them.
I think he had 12 receptions, 103 yards, 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Because I think he had like 29 fantasy points. If Chris, you find
I want to say it was up there around that. Like it was close to 20 something, over 25 at least. But
I can tell you right. You found it already? Or?
Yeah, I found it. Here we go. My internet is beyond slow.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 28. Yeah, 28.3. At least in my other league. So
yeah, 12 receptions, 103 yards, 1 touchdown.
So yeah, that's crazy though. He was projected for like 10 points, but it's cool. It's cool that I gotta like honestly I picked them up in like round 6. I want to say 5 or 6, like when nobody was really paying attention. So it was cool. I mean, he's definitely I would say the number 1 target if I'm not mistaken. So
easily.
And just to show y'all that we're not some bullshit ass people on here, and we just talk whatever comes to mind. Ethan's 24-8 in 2 weeks with his game picks. Chris is 20-12, and I'm 22-10. So we all got a winning percentage. We all have made some great picks, and I feel like Chris kind of went the upset route this week. So if he would have actually went with
I did
pure gut feeling, you probably would have pulled off something crazy.
Word of advice, everybody.
A lot of the games that he picked, like they were close. They weren't even like it wasn't even like they lost by a lot.
Exactly, it was mostly close games Sunday.
Yeah, and I wanted to, typical Chris shit, just trying to be different and pick upsets, knowing damn well they weren't going to win. But it is what it is. I hope. Can we talk about these upcoming weeks' game now that we're talking about that? Just to get a little preview of some of the really good games.
Oh, let me see.
You guys don't mind?
The Thursday night game is terrible.
Yeah, that Thursday night game, I mean, that's like the shitstorm of Florida playing, so.
They got the Jaguars playing.
Jaguars playing Miami.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, yikes.
I think the really good game this week is going to be Vegas, New England, just because I feel like they're at the same caliber. And I think that'll be a really good game. What do you guys think about that?
That's definitely up there. Especially because, like you said, they're on the same caliber. On the Ravens and
Chiefs. Yeah, Ravens Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
That's Monday Night Football.
Yep.
That'll be a good one. Damn.
Yeah.
That'll be a really good one. How about what was I gonna say? I was just looking at it. Green Bay, New Orleans.
I got Green Bay.
After what we just saw, I don't think so.
No, you don't think so?
I got Green Bay.
How about Tampa, Denver? Is Tampa going to come into week 3 and really show that they're legit?
Tampa's going to kill them.
I'm not going to let Denver be the decider if they're legit or not.
Right.
Let's talk about that because they beat the Panthers and I actually had them. Chris, you were watching that game?
I was watching a little bit of it. But
what did you see? What did you like?
Nothing really. Out of Denver?
No, out of the Bucks.
Oh, I
Like
thought you were talking about Denver. I was saying because Denver was 0-2 last time I checked. I
I'm
didn't
talking
see.
about the Bucks. I'm talking about the Bucks.
Oh, the Bucks. I really like that they included Fournette in their game plan a little more. They're rolling him in a little bit more than LaShawn McCoy, which is a good thing because they had a lot of missed runs, a lot of missed catches in Week 1 with LaShawn McCoy, and even in this game too, LaShawn McCoy dropped. I want to say like a couple. So it's good that he's kind of solidifying that number 2 or number 1 role, or that whether they're going to split it 50-50 with him and Ronald Jones. But I also saw that Tom Brady could still whip that ball, son. He literally had like at least 3 or 4 passes in the end zone that they just dropped, which literally are just the wide receiver's fault. Like I saw one with Scotty Miller, I think that's his name, in the corner, literally like hands like this, like a cradle, son. Like he's just like was holding a baby. And the ball hits his hands and just pops him in his face. And he's like, all right, I guess I'm just not going to catch that. And so it's just, I feel like it's just a lot of those hiccups to where he has to get on them and kind of Tom Brady it up and yell at them and shit. And they'll be a Super Bowl contender.
You did have Chris Godwin that game though, so
And they didn't have
week,
Chris Godwin. So
once he comes back, it'll be nasty.
Yeah. So it was cool. And it was cool to see. I think Gronk got the ball a couple of times, if I'm not mistaken. No,
a
not at all.
donut on my bench.
Really?
I have to drop him.
Damn. So.
Yeah, one target.
Bro, don't feel bad. I started, and I didn't want to do this, but I did it for God knows what reason. I started Chris Herndon over Jordan Reed, and Jordan Reed had 24 points. Chris Herndon at 1.5.
Wow.
Which, can I please vent? I need to vent.
Go.
Bro, they need to fire Adam Gase as soon as possible. Bring in, like, an NBA coach role like here. Like, I really, like, anybody will be better at this point. Yo, how are we down, right? 31-6. And tell me how this man decides, let me run the ball on a third down in the fourth quarter, down by 25 points.
Wow.
At that point, you're getting smacked so bad that just be like, yo, Sam Darnold, here, throw the ball. We need to see if you have an arm. We need to see how your accuracy is. We need to see what weapons we have on the team because everybody's hurt. Just throw the damn ball. If you throw a pick six, we're already losing. Who cares? Just just here, do something. Do whatever you need to do. Instead, homie hands it off on a third down in the fourth quarter down 25. So I'm like, who does that crap? Who? You're supposed to be this offensive coach, this brilliant mind, a bunch of other terms that suck this man way too hard. Yo, I saw Robbie Anderson go off on my bench for the Panthers. This dude, the tight end from the Dolphins, went off. Ryan Tannehill went off. This dude sucks. Oh my God, why is he our coach, bro? Why? Why do I wear this? Why do I do this to myself?
Damn, that seems like a lot of passion there. You all right? You done?
It's rough, bro. It's rough. It's a hard time to be a Jets fan, especially because it's like, yo, we have the pieces, right, that we could develop him with. But this dude just does the stupidity that just makes me sit there and, like, it reminds me of Dallas a few years ago when they fired Jason, like the year before they fired Jason Garrett, when, like, you could predict every single play that was coming. You're like, all right, they're going to run the ball with Zeke. They're going to run the ball with Zeke. There's going to be a 5-yard throw from Dak Prescott to XYZ. And, like, you just know everything that's coming.
That's true.
And Mekhi Becton, the only bright side of the team, they're running it down the right side, even though Mekhi Becton plays the left side. And Mekhi Becton is out here, like, he was legit stopping Nick Bosa, son, and, like, throwing Nick Bosa back. Like,
damn.
For him to be doing that as a rookie, that's crazy. I would then be like, yo, here, run the ball to the left side. Do not go anywhere else. All right, I'm done.
Wow. Do you want to see so I'm looking at the lines right now. Do you want to see what the Jets are or like if the Jets win?
Oh, yeah, it's like plus 10 against the Colts right now.
Plus 11.
Oh, it went up even more. Nice. Word.
So, yeah, that's the biggest spread of the week.
Look, as long as we keep losing and this dude looks terrible, Adam Gase, I'm cool with it. Because then hopefully they get rid of him. We can sign the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs as a head coach. We could maybe go with the route of another offensive coordinator maybe. Who knows? I feel bad for Sam Darnold because we're looking like we're going to get the number 1 pick. And if we do get the number 1 pick, everybody knows what route the Jets might go, which is Trevor Lawrence, and there goes Sam Darnold.
Imagine.
But then I
Imagine,
told my
that's
dad,
crazy.
if you like Sam Darnold, you didn't have to go with Trevor Lawrence. You could legit just be like, look, trade down, get who you want, a wide receiver, a defensive player, offensive tackle, XYZ. You could trade down, get their assets, and it works out. So I'm not mad. I just want Adam Gase out. That's plain and simple, son.
That's the key component.
Yeah. So, what it had, but now that to kind of start with that, how do you guys feel about KC Baltimore? How do you think that? What do you think the result's going to be in that game? Who you guys got?
It's gonna be a shootout, son.
Who you guys got coming out at the end?
Casey.
I got Ravens.
Ooh, damn.
Ravens looked good last week, and then they let Justin Herbert, I think it's the Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hibbert.
He was killing the
He
Chiefs
really
early.
was.
I mean, the thing is,
He
like,
was.
it's the same argument that I had with you with Baker Mayfield and the Jets. There was no film whatsoever. So.
True.
That's
But
true.
like, I don't know. Like he came out hot. Like,
Oh no, yeah, the Chiefs
dude,
defense this year is trash.
Lamar, I don't know.
We shall see.
Piggybacking off of what you said, you're like, yeah, the defense is trash. So with Lamar, that's why I say shootout. I don't think it's gonna be a defensive stand.
Yeah, that's true. One of the closer lines that I'm seeing here, I think. Hold up, I'm looking at lines. I'm looking at lines. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to see how you guys feel about this.
Get the early
Yeah,
prediction.
they got the Buffalo Bills and LA Rams at a 2-point spread. That's it. And the Rams are almost even. Like they're not even that much of a favorite or that much of an underdog. So how do you guys feel about that game? I think that's kind of doing Buffalo more of a service than they need because last time I checked, Buffalo sucks. But
Buffalo's actually pretty good this year. They got Stephon Diggs going off. They got John Brown, who was their number one receiver last year, and he put up numbers. So
one of y'all got Stephon Diggs, don't you? Yeah, I was gonna say I saw him going off on.
I'll talk about that tomorrow in the
So
fantasy
yeah,
episode.
that was.
But yeah, the Bills are a lot better this year. I'm not even gonna lie. They were one of the favorites in the AFC East, so I'm not surprised.
Okay.
I got Rams. They be playing. Those be playing some soft ass teams. I don't know. I don't think they like that.
I don't think they're like that either. But
I still think Josh Allen can find his way downfield with John Brown since they're going to be worried about Stephon Diggs. So
if I hear Josh Allen's name one more time, I'm gonna flip the fuck out. He is not like that. Like he's not like that.
He just got an arm, in my opinion.
Bro, he's not like everybody. Oh my God, Josh Allen is the next blah blah blah. Josh Allen is this. No, he's not. I don't think he's that good. I don't know. He just has really good. He has a really good wide receiver, and he could. They find each other. I don't know.
Chris is very strong on Josh Allen.
I'm just tired of hearing his name, dog. Like I feel like everybody just is on his jock, and I'm like I don't understand. So.
Where do you put Josh Allen as your QB this season?
Maybe top 15.
Maybe 15.
Top 15. I give him. He's better than half the quarterbacks in the league, but I mean, he's not top tier. I mean, Cam Newton's probably better than him.
Cam Newton looking good, bro.
Yeah, like Joe Burrow's probably better than him, and he's.
Let's slow down.
Oh, damn. You just going to let him talk about your quarterback like that, son?
Hell yeah.
I don't know. Josh Allen had 400 yards last game, so I'm going to give it to him.
All right.
Yo, talk about giving – you think that the Lakers about to give it to the Nuggets and just be like, yo, y'all not going to end this?
They going to give it to him.
You sure? Because it came down to that three-point buzzer beat by AD.
That AD buzzer, man.
I don't know. You can't really count the Nuggets out, though. So
they like to be down.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, they're probably going up to the refs after the game, like, yo, can we just forfeit? Just go like 3-1 right now and just start playing.
Yeah, I like that.
They might as well at this point because it's proven that it's good for them.
Yeah.
And then you had the Celtics that are making a quick little comeback. Call it a comeback.
You see it.
Nah, he's still gonna pull that off. I don't care.
Hey, we're back. It's over.
Ooh, just got an update. Yankees are up 7-1. They already clinched, but I guess smacking up on some teams real quick to ride that momentum into the playoffs is a good thing.
Hey, please keep it going.
Yeah, beat the Sox.
We lost.
Didn't we? We took the series though.
Yeah, we took the series. It was 2-1.
2-1? Yeah, it's 2-3.
2-3. So that's all that mattered. At the end of the day, we did our job.
Exactly.
But the Mets got a rough road ahead of them. They got to win like every game, I think, to be like mathematically able to even make the playoffs, and that's not including all the weird matchups that have to win lose thing right now. So it's looking rough.
Yep.
So that's football season.
There we go.
Ethan was a Mets fan for like a week that we started this podcast, and then once other sports came in, he said, "All right, well, time to drop that."
Like I walked inside and just walked right back out.
Oh, like the Simpsons thing when the dude takes off the hat, he puts on the jacket, like, takes it, walks around, takes it off, puts it back on, and walks out.
Exactly like that.
Damn, Chris froze. Yikes.
Damn.
All right, well, we're about to ask about PlayStation versus Xbox. Oh, there he is.
Oh. Came in smiling.
What up? I was like, yo, if I'm going to go out smiling.
So I wanted to bring up Xbox versus PlayStation since you have a little bit better experience with that, Chris, and Xbox did release their pre-orders today, and I heard it went pretty bad for some people.
Not gonna lie to you. I liked the Xbox One more than the PS4.
You can't even say that with a serious face.
Nah, I definitely did, bro. Have you ever played the Xbox like within their interface? Like within the flowiness of like getting in and out of games and getting into party chats and different things is way more faster, way more smooth than the PS4. Don't care what anybody says, because it is. Literally, you press the middle button and like within a millisecond, you're in your party, you're muting people, you're doing this and that, bro. With the PS4, I felt like there was so much lag.
No servers is fine. No one's on the server. It is quick. No one's playing now.
Yeah, that's true too. I also did get a PS4. Like I also did really dive into my PS4 when quarantine started. So like I'm sure everybody and their mother was on PS4. So that is the thing as well. But
yeah,
I was just
you love riding two teams all the time, huh?
What do you mean?
Xbox and PlayStation.
I OD had a PlayStation 1. I OD had an Xbox One, and I traded it in, and I sold it, and I got a PS4. You need variety in life, you know what I'm saying? You need variety in life. You got to see both sides, you know what I'm saying?
Even I got a Nintendo Switch like that we can't switch sides on console.
That's a little more reasonable. You feel me? A Nintendo Switch.
Nah, I OD have both. I mean, the reason I got rid of the Xbox was because I was moving and I didn't want to move shit with me. So I was like, you know what? Everything's going. When I came back, my girl bought me a PS4, and I was like, fuck, I guess I'm playing PS4. Like,
round of applause to T real quick. PlayStation 1.
Good choice.
So she bought me a PS4, and I'm playing it. So, I mean, what can I say? You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
What you got in the Xbox or PS5?
PC, bro.
Well, like I'm gonna need some new people for Warzone.
Wow, that's great. So you just not gonna play with me on Warzone if I get a PC?
I mean, I forget it. You could buy it on PC, but I don't know. I feel like you wouldn't buy it on PC.
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna give video games a break for a little bit. I feel like the quarantine drained all the video game cells in my head. I was playing way too many video games throughout that whole little 3 months of quarantine. I ain't never get to 155 so fast in my Call of Duty career.
Bro, I remember this from Chris. I like some days you'd be like, "Yo, we out," and me and Chris would be on for hours. So I'll look down and be like, "Holy crap, it's already 4 o'clock. I need to go eat."
It's 4 o'clock. We've been out since 10 a.m. and shit. Like, oh man.
But that was like when quarantine was rough over there in Florida, and it was kind of weird over here.
Yeah, that's when like New York, New Jersey was on the downfall, and we were starting to rise up. So it was that little mix of both. So
when people think that we just some bums that sit home all day and do absolutely
yeah. For all you motherfuckers in the comments talking shit, you know, we were in a middle of a pandemic, so it's reasonable.
And then we lost our boy Ethan in the middle of all that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He on that Nintendo Switch ride. Well, speaking of which, check Radical Souls. He's gonna be posting some Nintendo Switches that I'm gonna be getting them tomorrow.
Brand new.
There we go.
Get them while they hot.
Word. Get them while you can, because the way that's looking on production with this COVID ain't looking too great. Video games are on a meat shortage right now.
Yep.
Exactly.
So, you
now that I had that cleanse, I'm very excited.
What?
What is that?
Nah, you should.
I said now I'm done with after I'm done with this class, now I get that PS5 immediately, November 12th. So I'm getting right on it. First day, no matter what I'm doing.
Wait, so are you gonna be here for that, or are you gonna be in Florida by then?
I'm gonna be in Florida.
Damn.
But my brother's ship it to me. I got like 3 coming in.
Yeah, you gonna post them on Radical Souls or?
Yes, sir.
Word, your boy Chris might have to buy one of those, yo.
I might have to buy one. You know what I'm saying? just don't rate me like all the other resellers are going to.
Nah, you know Radical Souls. He don't rate.
You know Radical Souls, always good prices.
Nope.
He ain't no Flight Club or Stadium good, charging $1,500 for white Air Forces. Woo!
Shots fired! Pow! 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 Nick! Pow! Nick! Pow!
Like Stadium Goods is crazy. I'll be like, yo, I want like out of boredom, since I'll be like, yo, how much do the Air Force cost on Stadium Goods? I'll be like $300. Holy sh!
That's funny.
But I could choose Radical Souls. I choose to go to Stadium Goods and spend $300 on Air Forces. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's high key on you. So we shall see.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but guys, less than a minute. We'll be back here tomorrow. Talk I was gonna say Radical Souls, the Radical Souls Fantasy Football League, and then we got Thursday where we're gonna be talking more about sports news, entertainment, or anything that we got coming up.
Yes, sir.
All right, so see y'all then. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.